up, YouTube? It's your boy RikuTheBest, better than the rest, aka the Dark Knight. You call me that, you good for today. Coming at you with another Dragon Ball Legends discussion video. I'm gonna be covering all of the banners that came out in 2018, pretty much every single banner that came out in Legends. I'm gonna do my own little rating system from 1 to 5. I will rate every single banner, how good it was during the current meta that it came out. Social media is gonna be at the top if you have any of those platforms. You know what to do. So you guys may know the first banner in the game, the Ultra Space Time Summon. Number 1 is the banner that features Super Saiyan Goku, Piccolo, Green Piccolo, Vegeta, Pan, and Pikkon, the first Spark units to be in the game. Now, I want to give this banner, I want to say 3 out of 5. The reason I say that is because Super Saiyan Goku was very fragile, was very strong. Of course, he was used. He wasn't used as much. Nah, who am I kidding? He actually was. During that meta, it was just pretty much used Piccolo, Vegeta, or I can't even say during that meta. Piccolo and Vegeta were the top 2 out that banner anyway. Piccolo reducing damage by 50% on cover, you know, when he switches in. Vegeta just had the highest blast damage in the game. So Piccolo and Vegeta were definitely the top dogs of that banner, with Super Saiyan Goku still being used. Pan, not as much. Pikkon, not as much at the moment. So right now, like I said, 3 out of 5 for this banner. Ultra Space Time Summon number 1. Now, 1 month later, the first Legends Rising banner came out with Super Saiyan Broly being a blue unit. Thank God, because Pan was the only blue Spark unit. He is now the new blue unit, and he is now top dog with Piccolo during this meta. Now, I want to say, Broly and Piccolo were like hand in hand, if not Piccolo above him, if not Broly was above him, whatever. They were the top dog in this meta, the strongest units, or the best units in the game. I will put Vegeta slightly below Piccolo and Broly, however, because he was just too fragile to take Broly's hits. I mean, Broly's fragile, but Vegeta has low health compared to Broly. Broly had very good HP, actually. So this banner, I'm going to say 2 out of 5. Because he was the only new Spark unit in the Legends Rising banner. They had an Extreme Krillin, I remember seeing that, and they had the other units. Let me double check on that. Yeah, the other units that was featured in the banner were Pikkon, Super Saiyan Goku, pretty much the older Spark units, all except Piccolo, because he was already good and they didn't want to bring him back so soon. Yes, so 2 out of 5 for that Legends Rising banner. 1 month later, couple weeks later, Imperial Advent. Final Form Frieza is in the game, along with Sparking Captain Ginyu, who is free for a certain time, but then after that, he was only available in the banner. Yeah, so when Ginyu came out, he was free. But Imperial Advent, all right? Frieza wasn't the best in the game. He was definitely top 5. He had one of the highest strike attacks in the game. His paralysis was the best thing about him. It can stop rising rushes. It can stop any action in the game, pretty much. Just as long as it wasn't a beam special or a beam attack. Frieza easily found himself in the top 5 spot. I put him at like number 4. I did a video on this, you know, top 5 during that meta. No, I just did I think I actually did. Yeah, Frieza was very good. He was fragile, just like Super Saiyan Goku. He just had the virtual paralysis being, you know, broken. The good part about him was just him using paralysis and doing increased damage to Saiyan units, probably the first unit. Pikkon still irrelevant. Piccolo still top dog, along with Broly. Frieza, he was getting up there. Kid Gohan, I didn't see him. Kid Gohan, Hyper Saiyan wasn't in the meta as of yet, but Kid Gohan was also very good. This banner, I want to give a 3 out of 5. Frieza is very good. Kid Gohan didn't have a team, but however, he was still good because he increased his own HP with the Z ability. Not only that, the guy gets an insane buff when Piccolo dies. Piccolo, he was top dog. You'll always run those 2 together. So yeah, about 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Ultra Space Time Summon number 2 featured even more Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan Vegeta, Super Saiyan Trunks, more Hyper Saiyans, with Pan being on the banner and Kid Gohan, plus Super Saiyan Goku. Super Saiyan Vegeta vastly Vegeta's by far the best person in this banner. Was he better than Super Saiyan Goku? In my opinion, he was. He had more survivability, better defenses, better HP, better key restore speed, less critical, less offensive capabilities. However, that can stack up by him being alive for so long. Healed HP with his quirk skill. Yes, nice, wasn't it? Vegeta is definitely by far the best person in this banner. Super Saiyan Trunks is the defensive unit, along with Super Saiyan Vegeta. However, he was just fragile. He wasn't that good when he came out, and he's still not that good now. Hoping the guy gets a buff when more Hyper Saiyan comes out. But this banner, I'm going to give a 3 out of 5. I know, we got a lot of other banners to cover, don't worry. 3 out of 5, simply because Super Saiyan Vegeta came straight into the meta, being good as he is and fitting in the meta. Trunks, not so much. Legends Rising, another Legends Rising, at the time when it was only movie-themed characters. I know, it's crazy, right? Thank you, Gohan, for ruining that. So, this Legends Rising banner featured Cooler, Tireless, and One-Handed Spirit Bomb Goku from the Tireless movie. This banner, I'm just gonna straight up give a 1 out of 5. This was probably the worst banner in this game because 2 purple, 1 green. Cooler came out, he was not used. Why? Piccolo was just better than him. Just overall, Cooler didn't have a team, and Cooler wasn't even that good until they buffed him, which was like a couple of months ago. But he wasn't that good when he first came out. One-Handed Spirit Bomb, which I thought was going to be completely broken with a chance to faint. He requires so much setup. He was not used over Sparking Vegeta, who was still top dog in this game with the highest blast attack in the game during this meta. With so many metas, Vegeta's had the highest blast attack. Tireless, not as strong as Vegeta, even more fragile than Vegeta, who has one of the lowest Sparking HP during this time. No, he had the lowest HPs out of all the Sparkings actually, until Tireless came out. Funny, none of these units were even used in the meta. They were completely useless. Ultra Space Time Summon number 3, possibly one of the best banners in the game. Sparking Krillin, Sparking 18, Sparking 17, Heart Virus Goku, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. Even the worst card in the banner was still viable in the meta. Krillin easily became meta with healing, team healing, and well, he was the second unit to team heal other than Piccolo. So it's good to have a non-green healer, team healer. Android 17 was easily, definitely the best in this meta, I would say. I would definitely put 17. When 17 came out, let's just say this. When 17 came out, Piccolo became not as good anymore. I think this is when Piccolo dropped from like top tier. I think the same with Broly because he was fragile. 17 definitely became number 1 for me in this meta. 18 was out there as well. Her dealing extra damage to Saiyans. And Heart Virus Goku, easily top tier, 100% top tier, doing damage to any type regardless by the amount of cards the guy can generate, you know, with his main ability and his card draw speed and his low cost cards. Heart Virus Goku dominated literally everybody in the meta. So Ultra Space Time Summon, number 3, I will give a 5 out of 5. Easily one of the best banners that came out. Game-changing meta right here. Game-changing banner. Legends Rising, another Legends Rising, which featured Bardock and you had Space Pod Frieza. This one, Frieza was so overshadowed. It's insane. Bardock came out, instantly became hell. I think I put Bardock in a number 1 spot when he first came out. Even with Android 17 being out, locking the man in place or locking somebody else in place to prevent him from getting his cover damage reduction to take a Rising Rush was just insane. Even till this moment, locking somebody in for 10 seconds, it's really, really good. Bardock came out instantly number 1 in the game. Easily. Highest HP in the game. Highest strike attack in the game. I think I did a video on the strike attack. You have to double check me on that. But I'm pretty sure he had the highest strike attack, especially when your other members died. Frieza definitely overshadows. Nice he can actually penetrate Ki Blast, but other than that, his stats are actually overall pretty bad. Bardock being number 1 in this game, however, this banner, let me see who else was in this banner, low-key. All right, I'm looking at it right now. So you also had Kid Gohan, Krillin, and One-Handed Spirit Bomb Goku. So overall, I will give this banner 3 out of 5. Krillin was nice addition. Not so good since Bardock was, you know, like top dog. However, he still healed the team and gave Goku a boost if you still use that Goku. Yeah, I'll give it 3 out of 5. Then we go on, I think it was like 2 weeks later. Then we go on to the boundary breaking Saiyans. This is when we finally get Android Saga characters. Super Vegeta, Super Trunks. You still have the older Super Saiyan Teen Trunks, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and you have Super Saiyan Goku. Featured all these Super Saiyan Spark units in this banner. Super Vegeta, when he first came out, definitely, he finally overtook Sparking Vegeta to having the highest blast damage in the game. Of course, Space Sparking Vegeta still outdamaged him only when going against another Super Warrior, going against a Super Warrior type character. Only with base Vegeta outdamage Super Vegeta, even with him being in for like 20 seconds, whatever. I did the calcs and everything. I did a video on this. However, consistently, Super Vegeta has the highest blast damage in the game during this meta. Easily became top 5, top 3 for me. I think it was Bardock, Super Vegeta, Android 17 that ran the meta. However, Goku became a lot less useful. when Super Vegeta came out, Hard Rise Goku was still good, don't get me wrong, but Super Vegeta was just a much safer option while retaining the buffs, you know, from being on the field so long. So Super Trunks, not used as much, you know, he can be used on Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyans didn't really kick off until later. However, they can still be used. Super Saiyan Trunks, you have Super Trunks and Pan, they weren't really an established team at the moment. Super Vegeta really ran this meta along with 2 other units, in my opinion. So I will give this banner 3 out of 5. I don't want to give it a 4 just because the hybrids in this banner weren't exactly used. Like I said, the team wasn't really established till later. Ultra Space number 4. All right, you have more Cell Saga, Perfect Cell finally, Super Saiyan Instant Transmission Gokus, which we call them IT Goku, Super Trunks, Pikkon, and Krillin all featured in the banner. IT Goku instantly became top 5. I think IT Goku was arguably the best unit in the game, along with Bardock. It was commotion about that. When he came out, Perfect Cell was up there top 5. He did extra damage to Super Saiyans because Saiyans ran the meta for a very long time. So you had to deal with the Super Vegeta, you had to deal with the Hard Virus Goku if you still even used him. Just the Super Saiyan Vegeta, you had to deal with Super Saiyan IT Goku. If you even still use Broly, which he started being used a lot less because of Bardock. Perfect Cell was there to do extra damage to Super Saiyan units. Team Trunks still being useless. Krillin still being used, but, well, yeah, definitely being used now since Perfect Cell was in the meta and Krillin had type advantage over him. Pikkon still not used. IT Goku, Perfect Cell. I'm gonna give this banner a 4 out of 5. Hear me out. Perfect Cell was top tier. IT Goku was damn near number 1 along with Bardock. Krillin was still used. Pikkon not really, Team Trunks not really. Comparing to the other banner, only Super Vegeta and Super Saiyan Vegeta were really used. Super Saiyan Goku was used, but not as much. You would rarely ever see Super Saiyan Vegeta and Super Saiyan Goku on the same team because they both share the same color. Unless it was a lot of yellow, which it really wasn't. So that's what I think anyway. Ultra Space Time number 4 gets a 4 out of 5 for me. Now the Master Pack soon after, a week later, just featured all of the older Spark units except the Legends Rising character. Didn't have Pod Frieza, I don't think, in that Master Pack. It didn't have Bardock, didn't have Broly. None of the Legends Rising character, none of the movie characters. Yeah, there we go. None of the movie characters featured in the first and the Master Pack number 1. But it allowed you to get it, you know, it allowed you a chance to get Piccolo, Android 17, Super Vegeta, those top tier units that you've missed. So I'm gonna give this banner a 3 out of 5, just because it pretty much hit all of these Spark units except the movie characters or the Legends Rising characters. Now, the Legends Rising that destroyed the whole movie character theme is the one that came out with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan movie Goku, which they call Fist Ku, and Broly. Broly finally returns after like 9 banners or 8 banners later. He actually returns. Useless now. He's been useless since Bardock came out. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan instantly became top 2 in the game because he threatened Bardock, who was top 1 for a long time. He threatened Bardock. So Bardock, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, IT Goku, Super Vegeta, and maybe Perfect Cell were like top 5 during that meta. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan bypassed Perfect Cell's unique ability as to not taking extra damage because he has the Super Saiyan 2 tag and not the Super Saiyan 1. So he avoided Perfect Cell's buff, thank God. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I think when he came out, he had the highest strike attack in the game, taking over Bardock. So this banner, I want to give a 3 out of 5, okay? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, easily top tier. Super Saiyan Fist Ku, I would want to say he's top tier blue unit. I think he was the only other blue unit that came out after Broly. And he's probably the only unit till this day to age well. Like his stats age very well. His strike capabilities, he's a melee unit. His offensive capabilities weren't that high. However, the guy had insane defenses. Probably the best defenses for a melee unit or just an attacking unit. In general, still to this day, the guy has very high defenses for a melee unit. So that's why I say this Super Saiyan Fist Goku aged well. Because he was just so well-rounded and didn't excel at anything. Except if you were Broly, he did extra damage to you. So this banner definitely 3 out of 5. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Saiyan Fist Ku were definitely really good. Super Saiyan Fist Goku, not as good as Gohan, not nearly. But Broly and the other ones in the banner weren't really as relevant, you know. Broly, Turles, who else? I'm looking at right now. And base Sparking Vegeta weren't really as relevant. We go over to the Legend Saiyan banner a week later or 2 weeks later, which featured Saiyans only. All right, so it featured Fist Goku, Super Saiyan Movie Goku, Super Saiyan Planet Namek Goku, Base Vegeta, Bardock, and Super Vegeta, all right? Now, this banner came out not too long after that Legends Rising banner. During the time that it came out, Bardock was still top tier. Super Vegeta was still top tier, along with Perfect Cell, I believe. No, yeah, because he threatened Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And Super Saiyan 5th Goku was still usable. So I definitely want to give Legend Saiyan at the time it came out. I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5. Bardock was still top tier. Super Vegeta was still top tier. 5th Goku was definitely relevant during the meta. You know, no. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. We're going to give it a 3 out of 5. Here comes the Ultra Space Time Summon number 5. Android 16. Kid Goten. Kid Trunks. Kameklo. Android 18. 4 of them are new. I'm just going to say off the bat, boy, this banner gets a 5 out of 5. Android 16 came in literally at the number 1 spot. Android 16, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan ran that meta. Not only that, you had hybrid Saiyans throughout that whole meta. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, Super Trunks, Kid Trunks, Goten, Teen Trunks for the buff, or if you want to run the route of Gohan getting that extra kid recovery on Android 16's death, you can throw him on the team. Android 16, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, top 2 dogs in this meta, literally. I still put Android 16 number 1 in this meta. I remember this meta. It was my least favorite meta. I don't know, Hyper Saiyans is so hard for me to deal with. They just dealt big chunks of damage in so little time. That was my main problem. And 16 just blew up whenever he freaking felt like it. This banner, literally 5 out of 5. Kameklo was good. He was strong because he pretty much, I wouldn't say hard counter Android 16 since he's just so defensively good. He destroyed androids. This guy literally gets like a 70% damage buff towards androids. So 17 was dead, 18 dead. Like Kameklo was hella strong but fragile at the same time. You had to be careful with him. So definitely 5 out of 5. 16 was meta. Kid Trunks, Kid Goten, Kameklo were all meta. Even Android 18 Yellow was still meta. Running a full Android team. Yes, 5 out of 5. Definitely the best banner in this game during this time. Legend Step Up is the first Step Up banner with Kameklo and Hercule. Of course, it featured all the units, so it's gonna be weird how I do this. Kameklo came out, added more to regeneration. It wasn't really established until Janemba, but you start gaining units for regeneration when Kameklo came out, probably before him. No, when Perfect Cell came out, so there's 3 for regeneration right there, but no one to really buff them all together. Or you just didn't have a full team of 6 buffing each other. King Piccolo easily became top tier, still in Dragonballz with its main ability. Hercule, not so much. However, he was good at debuffing. He was good at hindering the opponent. You know, he's a fun character to use. Wasn't really all that competitive. However, King Piccolo was definitely top dog. So this banner, I'm gonna give a 3 out of 5. King Piccolo was the sole reason I wanted to summon on this banner, but I ended up getting Hercule. Funny, right? Now we get to the good part. Legends Rising yet again with Janemba and Gogeta. I am going to check to see who's in the rest of this banner. So yeah, Gogeta, Janemba, Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 5th Goku, and Pikkon. Pikkon still being irrelevant now. I think this is around the time when Pikkon received this buff. I believe it was. I think this is around the time Pikkon received this buff. So Pikkon's actually good. He's still good right now, actually. Gogeta easily becoming, Gogeta Janemba easily becoming the top 2 best units in the game. What team was ran? You had a Mono Saiyan team, and you had regeneration this meta. Janemba, King Piccolo, Kameklo, Perfect Cell, and whoever that 5th person was. You could throw in Master Roshi to buff up Dragon Ball characters. Whatever. Janemba definitely became top 2 for me in this game. In this meta. Gogeta was the same. They were like interchangeable, honestly. Gogeta dealing insane damage. I don't know who held the highest like base strike damage, but overall, melee and Ki Blast damage, Gogeta had it all. Janemba was defensive, counter off Ki Blast with this quirk skill, and really high defenses in general, and recovers partial of his vanish meter with the super art card. Janemba is very good, definitely the best in this meta along with the Gogeta. 4 out of 5. Gogeta is hella good. Janemba was good. Fisk-Ku was definitely used more because of Gogeta. Super Vegeta was still ran on a Saiyan team because of Janemba. And just overall, the banner was really freaking good. Took me a while to get Gogeta, but I don't want to talk about that. Ultra Space Time Summon number 6. Gotenks, Buu Saga in general, Gotenks, Deborah, Majin Buu, and then you have 2 older units, Green Piccolo and Super Saiyan Team Trunks. So the meta has not really, when this banner came out, the meta definitely shifted more towards regeneration. And I want to say it shifted towards Saiyan. So I guess it was still the same compared to last meta. It's just the teams just got buffed up. Regeneration finally got their 6th member, Majin Buu being insanely good. Insanely good. Gotenks not being as good. He was more so used on a Mono Saiyan team than he was on a Hybrid Saiyan team. Hybrids during this time start to diminish. It's because Mono Saiyan team just got much better. And this is when they nerfed the sidestepping. So the Gohan Android 16 trick didn't work. Plus it was dangerous bringing Android 16 around this time anyway with regeneration. Janemba. So Janemba, Majin Buu, King Piccolo, Kamikolo, and then you had Perfect Cell if you even used them for regeneration. Regeneration was complete. Mono Saiyan was buffed up even more with Gogeta and Gotenks being on the team. Very good. That banner, I want to give a 4 out of 5. Majin Buu was good. Gotenks is good. Just those 2 units alone, like the meta was just them 2. Mono Saiyan regeneration. Deborah wasn't bad at all. Deborah's okay. Super Saiyan Team Trunks still trash. Piccolo is still not used anymore. Legends, Androids. Now, of course, this gave you another chance to get the Android units perfect sale. Android 18 was the new unit. Android 17, Android 16. Android 17 wasn't as useful after Super Vegeta came out, and the Legend Saiyan even more so. Now Mono Saiyan's got a big buff, with Gogeta being on the team as well as Gotenks. Gotenks wasn't used as much, but definitely Gogeta healed himself. Android 17 wasn't used as much. Android 16 can still be used, but he wasn't as good. Android 18, she really wasn't as used, but she gets a insane buff to Hybrid Saiyans to really destroy the Hybrid Saiyan meta. I think she gets like 80% damage buff to Hybrid Saiyans. You guys remember that one video, her attacking, I think it was Green Goten, and doing an insane amount of damage. But regardless, Hybrid Saiyans were completely dead at this time. It was just regeneration and Mono Saiyans with a little bit of androids. So I want to give this a 4 out of 5. Perfect Cell was still used. Regeneration or androids, he's both. Android 18 blue. Not many people summoned on this banner because it was more so trap banner, which it kind of was. Android 17 not used as much, but Android 16 still being used on an Android team. So this one, like I said, you really had to be careful who you use during this meta, because I heard doing extra damage to Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans. I think it was both of them. I know she did extra damage to Hybrid Saiyans. So that one definitely a 4 out of 5. Now, the Black Friday Step Up banner, I'm just like off the bat, 5 out of 5, bro. Step Up banners are good, very good. It guarantees you a sparking unit. From the tickets that you acquire from Step 4 and Step 7, you'll get a sparking no matter what you do, if you go through the full steps, you know? Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Majin Vegeta, Goku Black, not being as used as Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Majin Vegeta instantly became like top 5, top 3, top 5 in the game. You know, 5 out of 5 banner. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I would literally put in the #1 spot during this time. He dealt in the same, I think 50% to regeneration team. So he pretty much just stopped the regeneration from showing up during the meta. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was one of the, if not the hardest hitting person in this game during the meta, during the Black Friday. So that was on the day of my birth. My birthday, let me say it in a normal way. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was insane. Offensive capabilities, strike attack, blast attack. He just killed anybody. Doesn't matter who. Yellow, I'm going to destroy you. And he has the chance to feint with his ultimate art via main ability. Majin Vegeta definitely was up there with Super Saiyan 3 Goku with his final explosion, destroying literally every single body on the opponent's team. Final explosion was deemed and broken when he first came out. Of course, I debunked that. I'm sorry for the people that hate that. But Majin Vegeta was still very good aside of final explosion. Hella strong, good, just even more so, probably not as strong as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but a lot much better defenses and more survivability than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Goku Black dealt extra damage to Hybrid Saiyans and Saiyans, I believe. I don't know about Hybrid Saiyans, double check me on that, but dealt extra damage to Saiyans, and they dealt extra damage to Saiyans again with his Ki Blast. That's what it was. I don't think it was Hybrid Saiyans. That's what it was with the Ki Blast. So with that, he is very freaking strong when going against a mirror match Mono Saiyan. But of course, you had to be careful of Gogeta and Majin Vegeta. So that's why I put Goku Black not as good as Majin Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 Goku when it came out. 5 out of 5 banner. Now, shortly after that, Legends Yellow. This came out when they had like some type of PvE event where it was just all purple units or whatever. Yeah, Legends Yellow. featured yellow spark units. Heart Virus Goku, Frieza. I think this is after Frieza buff. Pikkon, King Piccolo offer you another chance to get King Piccolo. And Kid Trunks. Get this banner in 1 out of 5 because Hyper Saiyans are dead. Heart Virus Goku is dead. Pikkon can be used on a movie themed team. King Piccolo, regeneration was dead when they came out. Of course, it can still be ran. Play careful, but regeneration, just a yellow regeneration unit like King Piccolo has so much disadvantage with Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Gogeta. Very common units online. Pretty tough using them. Yellow Frieza, I believe he received the buff during this time, but even then, yellow units, it's just the banner. The time this banner came out wasn't that good. A couple days after the Black Friday, nah. So definitely 1 out of 5. Ultra Space Time number 7, Super Saiyan Bardock, Lord Chill, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan are the new units in this banner. And Super Saiyan Bardock instantly became meta. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, I want to say is mid tier. Lord Chill, low tier, mid tier. I would guess. I'll still put him under Super Saiyan 2 Goku with Ginyu being on this banner after receiving a buff. He actually buffs Frieza Force when you get him to 5 stars. Super Saiyan Vegeta was no longer used ever again, only to buff other red units. This banner, 4 out of 5. Super Saiyan Bardock is insanely strong and till this day, one of the best units. Definitely became top 5 with Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I want to say Majin Vegeta. I want to say those mixture of units are like top 5. And he buffed Super Saiyan 1 units. So I definitely, Gogeta and Super Saiyan Bardock definitely became top dog in this meta. Majin Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2. So definitely 4 out of 5 for this banner. 4 out of 5. Now, Legends Hybrids came out. Get this banner, obviously 1 out of 5. Hybrid Saiyans is dead and still to this day are dead, They do insane damage. But the thing about Hybrid Saiyans, they can't take damage. They can't take damage. Not a lot of people, not a lot of Hybrid Saiyans double buff like they do on Mono Saiyans and regeneration. They don't really double buff. So yeah, Legends Hybrids, not a lot to say about that. 1 out of 5. Hybrids were not used. Dragonballz summoned the collab banner with Broly. Full power Broly. Now, of course, everyone knows when Broly came out, he became top dog and is still the number 1 or number 1 spot in the game right now. He was in a battle with the other Broly, Blue Broly. Cooler, of course, after receiving a buff. Fisku, when they the Spirit Bomb Goku, he came out in a banner with all movie characters. They gave him nothing but straight support with the older units. Movie from the sagas became a thing online, more so combined with Bardock to be to make the legendary trio. Forgot what they actually, the Holy Trinity, I guess is what Chaos I called it. The Holy Trinity, Bardock, Broly, and whoever the other Super Saiyan unit was, ran the meta and still are the most common team online with maybe another team. Banner, 5 out of 5. Broly's still the number 1 unit in the game. We will see how long this will last. Legends Regenerations came out soon after. I want to give this banner a 2 out of 5 because Legends Regeneration isn't completely dead. Super Saiyan 3 Goku isn't used as much because a lot of people are using Super Saiyan 1 team. Super Saiyan 3 Goku obviously didn't fit on the team Super Saiyan Bardock. So that kind of gave Legends Regeneration some leeway in this current meta. They can be used. You have to be very careful, of course, with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. However, they can still be used. King Piccolo threatens Broly. Janemba is still a good unit if you can time his quirk skill to counter Ki Blast right, if you can counter that. Perfect Cell, probably more so just used to buff. Majin Buu can still be used. Like I said, you gotta be careful because of Broly. Majin Buu can just, definitely can be used to lock somebody in for 5 seconds to do whatever you want. Get a free Rising Rush, prevent them from switching, whatever. Kameklo, probably not used as much. Androids aren't really used, so it doesn't give him his extra damage off. Overall, Legends Regenerations, I'm gonna say 2 out of 5. More or less, King Piccolo and Janemba, top dogs. Majin Buu can still be used, definitely. But just gotta be wary of Broly. Be careful. Now, the next step up banner. Kaioken Goku, God Goku, Saiyan Saga Vegeta. Holy crap. Literally the best banner this game has yet to offer. I'm gonna give this boy a 6 out of 5. Kaioken Goku instantly became number 1 for me, along with Broly. Kaioken Goku and Broly are like hand in hand for me. Saiyan Saga Vegeta, better damage Vegeta, definitely became top tier, top 5 for me in this game. Top 5 in this game right now consists of the whole featured units. Well, the ones that were 1% chance because they want you to pull the newer unit. Older units didn't have 1% chance. God Goku, Kaioken Goku, Vegeta. all top 5, all very good till this day. 6 out of 5, or realistically 5 out of 5 for this banner. Very good, best banner till this day. And the last one is the New Year Rising. Oh, one thing I forgot, Beerus. Beerus was also only acquired with the tickets that you get from step 4 and step 7. Beerus wasn't top tier at all. He was probably the only unit that was not really used. Everyone else is used in this meta. The New Year Rising banner, of course, was only acquired through buying the pouches that they had in the shop. Whales only, or if you had the money to buy the pouches, they give you sparking tickets, 2019 sparking tickets, and you get a certain amount with each pouch, gold, silver, yada yada. And they will have a 5% drop rate for these spark units that didn't have that many spark units. It was maybe about, I want to say 30. Actually, you only had 20 units. So 5% drop rate with 20 of these units in here. You've had to pull any of these units. This is easily a 5 out of 5 banner with a chance to pull the best units in the game, all at the same 5% drop rate. Definitely 5 out of 5 banner. And that's what this video was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Hopefully I can cut it down. The raw file was 37 minutes, but I know I talked a lot and whatnot. But these are all my ratings for the banners when they came out during the meta and how useful these units were when they came out. So thank you guys for watching. Comment in the comment box below. Let me know what was your favorite banner. Which banner did you have the most luck on, and what do you think the best banner is till this day? In order if you want to type all that. I'm just saying. Thank you guys for watching. Jana. Bye.